So here are the results. Wait, I can't even read that. I am delighted to bring you to the new East Riding Futsal Club podcast. East Riding High. Oh. Hi everyone, I am delighted to bring you to the new East Riding Futsal Club podcast, Riding High Academy, hosted by me, Finley Lambert. Today I will be joined by Dave and Danny to quiz them on how East Riding Futsal Club is run. They will also be announcing some winners for some special awards. So what is the Footsal Academy?
So the Footsal Academy, right, well, so we run it on Saturday mornings. We have 7 groups, I believe now, ranging from under 7s all the way up to under 13s. We do have older age groups, but the Saturday generally, them age groups. It's one of the largest in the UK in terms of Footsal Academies. And we'll have a 6-week block and there'll be a theme for that block. And what we'll look at is an introduction session, then advance it as we go. And then the last week of the block, we'll end on like a games week, which should look like what we've been working in over the past 5 weeks.
Yeah, that doesn't always happen though. After 5 weeks, we try and set them little tasks to do. Again, starting with passing or beginners group, it'll look a little bit different to the last group. But it's generally the same theme, but we try to advance it as the groups go on. And then on week 6 we have game week, and we go from there. And it should look something like what we've just done, but as I say, don't always quite work out that way.
So the way it works is we do ask for block bookings because we want that commitment from players. Yeah. We believe if players are coming in every week and we're coaching them every week, we can get something out of them. Whereas if you come the odd week, we can't really see that progression through the week. So some might come week 1 and then week 4 and miss 2 weeks of vital information. So we do ask for that commitment, and by the end of it, we have some real good success stories, haven't we? Players going into football academies and things like that. So that's generally the gist of it.
Yeah. What level of players do you have, and what are the size of the groups?
So this has changed really, hasn't it? So we used to have groups of 16, and what we realised, it was great because we've got loads of people wanting to get involved, but we weren't really getting the results that we wanted because the groups were so big. There's a lot of sitting around. So what we've done is we've condensed it into 12 players.
Yeah, maximum.
Maximum 12 players. So generally everyone should be involved. So that's why we've now got 7 groups rather than 6. So we've just tried to spread it out a bit. But range of players, so we've got new beginners starting in the first group, all the way up to academy players throughout each age group.
Yeah, we try to match the age groups to the player to the age group, not just say he's an under-9, he has to play with under-9s. If he needs to go up a year, or even in some cases needs to just stay back a year just for his own benefit, we do it. So we just work like that. But
is it popular, and do you have a waiting list?
Yeah, so the groups are generally full. So how we operate the waiting list is we'll have a set of 12 that come every week.
Yeah.
That we'll then have a waiting list of players wanting to get in. If someone from the 12 can't come, then what will happen is they will decline on Spond, and then it will offer a place to those on the waiting list. So that'll be a first come, first served basis. So yes, if you want to get involved, you may have to wait for a space. If everyone keeps paying their block bookings, that space is theirs. So yeah, it's a really good environment to learn. It is very popular, and loads of people are trying to get in.
Do you have any sessions outside of the academy?
Yeah, so obviously the academy is block booking, and it's for some people paying a lump sum for sessions when you maybe can't commit to a block of 6, or you maybe do swimming on a Saturday or rugby or something like that. We do turn up and play sessions throughout the week, so you can just pay for that session. Or like I say, you can just jump on the waiting list, and then if a space comes available, you can choose to take it or not. But again, the turn up and play sessions, it's academy players, it's the same coaching, it's just generally we can't get a continuity because the commitment isn't as much as the academy.
Yeah, that's right. So we still try to coach them, but it's not as... It's tough, as you said. If we're getting different players every week, you can't... When we've got the Monday night sessions, for example, the kids come down, we put our sessions together. But that session might not follow on to the next week, depending who we get down. If we get the same people coming down every week, we continue the sessions as they should. But sometimes it's not as easy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also for the parents, there is adult turn up and play sessions as well. So any unfit mums or dads out there that want to get involved, you're more than welcome to.
Final question: is it just training, or do you play games?
Yes, I think I've had in the past some people thinking we just train, but no. So we have we also run the East Riding Futsal League, which is again one of the largest in the UK. We've got all the age groups, so whatever age you can play, and they're midweek. So I think we've got a league running every night now, from under 7s all the way up to under 15s. So yeah, you play games. Again, it'll be first come, first serve. We do try and get the abilities right, so we'd never put a new beginner in a Premier League. We'd never put an academy player in a novice league. But generally, there's loads of game opportunities for people to play. And like I say, they're on multiple evenings, so everyone can really get a game.
So after every block, Danny, Dave and all the other coaches will be reviewing the Saturday Academy players and giving them each a player star rating. Here's some more information on how the star rating works.
So the first star you can achieve is for attendance. If you attend all sessions within the block, or you only miss one session, you will gain a star. The second star you can achieve is for attitude and behaviour. If you listen to what the coach asks, if you turn up with a learning mentality, and you are not messing around, kicking balls while the coach is talking, or having a go at other players, then you will gain a star. The third star is probably the hardest to achieve. This is for effort and performance. So are you willing to try what the coach is asking? And do you have the ability to perform what the coach is asking?
So here are all the results after block 1. Well done to all those that achieved 3 stars. It's awards time, and I have asked both Danny and Dave to pick a player of the block from every academy group who will receive one of these shiny awards. Also, the star of the block will receive a brand new Riding High Academy T-shirt.
So Group 1 winner this month was Oliver Ward. He's pretty new to all this with us, but he's coming in, he's impressed us all. He's getting the basics well. He can get the ball. He's trying to get the ball under control now with the sole of his foot. He's listening to the coaches. He does try to go forward when we ask him to. So he's made quite a big improvement in the short time he's been here. So this month we've gone with Oliver Ward for Group 1's player of the block. Okay, so Group 2's player of the block is Freddie Saza. He's another one who he's such a delight to have around. Really, he's very coachable. Does exactly what I've asked him to do. He's starting to slowly understand the game. He'll make them forward runs for us. He's very unselfish. He passes the ball when we ask him to. He's trying to control the sole of his foot again all the time. Takes his turn in goal as well, which is quite a good. It's great. Gets no back shot off him. Just does what we want him to do, and he's like I say, credit to himself.
And fair play to him, because that's a talented group, that group too.
Very talented.
So yeah, Group 3, Dave, who are you going with?
So Group 3, we've gone with Lewis Griffin. Again, we've known him now for a couple of years. I think he was one of the last year's Player of the Years. But again, he's coming on more and more. Again, another one, very easy to coach. Listens to what we're asking for. Don't mess about at training. Controls now a lot with the sole of his foot. He's had a couple of one-on-one sessions as well, hasn't he? And I think he's coming on massively. Listens, just needing to get him going forward a little bit more, but again, puts the work in, never stops trying. So he was easy one for us, that one, Group 3.
Yeah.
Group 4's winner is William Duffel, again, he's been with us 2 or 3 years now. He's come on massively, I think, as well. He was, I think, over the seasons gone by, he played well, but he didn't really get involved. Now he's happy to get the ball, receive it under pressure. He's got a trick now to get out, controls with the sole of his foot, goes forward. I think the other night when we saw him playing, he's scoring at the back post. So again, he's doing everything we're asking him to do. He's now trying it. Doesn't always get it right, but he's trying to do it. He's going in the right direction. So yeah, keep that up. Well done, mate. Last one from me is Group 5. So again, this is a mega talented group, I think, this Group 5 one. But it's gone with George Clark. Again, similar story to everyone else. He has got so much energy, this lad. So much energy. He loves to play at the back, but he will go forward. Gets it under control. Got a shot on him. Goes in goal for us. He'll do anything you ask him to do. Again, it's probably the same story as everyone else, but he's some player is George. I love him. And again, to come out of that group as player of the block, he's obviously going in the right direction.
Yeah, so over to mine. So I have 2 groups on a Saturday. We've just started at White College, and we're split them into 2 groups. So Group 6 is George Branton, so aka Brant. He's again a delight to have around. I think all the kids love him. He's friends with nearly everyone in that group now. Everyone wants him on his team. So yeah, he just listens. He's just really coachable, real good attitude, friendly, never messing about. You just need 12 of him, and you'd have a really, really good team. Probably the same for Group 7. Very, very similar story, and that's Jimmy. I think my last words to him was, he never lets me down. He's just, like I say, sorry to bring his size up again, but you look at him and he's the smallest in the group, but he's by far the most talented we've got. And I think he's got a very good future in futsal. So, yeah, well done to Brant, well done to Jimmy. They'll be available to collect and presented at our next home game. Details will just be flashing across screen now. So, yeah, make sure you come get your rewards.
Who is your star of the block which will win the Riding High Academy T-shirt?
Okay, this was tough, wasn't it? So I asked you to pick one out of your 5 groups, and I picked one out of mine. And I think you went with Lewis Griffin, I believe. I went with Jimmy, and then we went back and forward as to who should win it and why. And I think I just overpowered you slightly, just based on because what Jimmy's doing is probably where Lewis needs to get to in terms of his movement. Yeah. And they're both using solo foot, but Jimmy does it really well. His technique, he looks like a futsal player. So, yeah, the star of the block, Jimmy Mallington. So, Jimmy, you can collect your T-shirt at our next men's home game, along with your medal.
To celebrate the launch of the show, we are giving away more of these Riding High Academy T-shirts. Danny, can you explain more on this, please?
Yes, no problem, Finley. So, if you want to receive your free Riding High Academy T-shirt, all you need to do is ask your parents to sign you up to nationalfutsal.tv. This will give you exclusive access to all our men's fixtures, which you can watch online. Please ensure you use the code NFS East Riding. The total will be £35, but you will receive this back in exchange for 7 free futsal games. So ultimately, everything will be free of charge. To receive your T-shirt, all you need to do is send a screenshot of your receipt, and we will exchange that for your free T-shirt.
So that's all for today. Thank you all for joining us. Get down to the next men's team home game, and I'll be back after the next block. Thank you.